Welcome to the August 2022 edition of SPS Global Insights Report, intended to inform you of critical incidents around the world relating to kidnap, ransom, extortion, and piracy. We begin in South America. In late July, Argentine President Alberto Fernandez appointed his third economic minister in a month. Fernandez also gave the new minister control of agriculture and production policies, creating what is being called a super ministry, where all economic matters are decided. The move is in response to Argentina's growing economic crisis. Economists say that the country faces a sharp devaluation and accelerating inflation, which now stands at 65%. Some experts predict the inflation may go as high as 80% by the end of 2022. Crime rates are already spiking in cities such as Buenos Aires, which will likely continue to rise as the ripple effect from the rampant inflation continues to affect the general populace. Heading east to Russia now. For many years, Russia has used unlawful detention as an effective tactic for political maneuvering on the international stage. In recent years, experts say the number of foreigners arrested and detained in Russia has steadily increased. This is most likely in response to an increased number of Russian cybercriminals arrested abroad. Since the start of the war in Ukraine, Russia has used this tactic by detaining and arresting several US citizens in high-profile cases. It is suspected their intent is to negotiate a prisoner exchange with the United States. Experts believe Russia continues to closely track all Westerners in the country for this very reason, making the threat of further detentions a concern. Moving over to Africa, we focus on the Democratic Republic of Congo. In June, the rebel military group March 23 Movement, or M23, forcefully took control of numerous villages in the DRC's North Kivu province, killing an estimated 30 civilians. The UN has reported that M23 is well armed and organized, noting that the group was conducting itself like a conventional army instead of a rebel group. The situation came to a head in late July when protesters, frustrated with the DRC's security forces' inability to control the violence and restore peace, attacked UN buildings in several cities in eastern DRC, leading to the deaths of 36 people, including 4 UN peacekeepers. In response to the conflict, the Congolese government has asked the UN to withdraw its peacekeepers and leave the country, a move that will almost certainly allow the violence to continue unabated. In the cybersecurity space, in late July, Lockbit, a prolific ransomware gang, reportedly breached the network of the Italian Internal Revenue Service, demanding a ransom in exchange for not releasing 100 gigabytes of sensitive information. This attack comes a month after Lockbit released Lockbit 3.0, which introduced the first-ever public bug bounty program. Lockbit is now offering rewards ranging from $1,000 to $1 million to anyone who provides personal data or information on potential victims and high-value targets, finds vulnerabilities or bugs in its own program, or provides ideas for improving their ransomware. Lockbit is also accepting Zcash cryptocurrency for payment, allowing anyone to buy stolen data, as well as offering victims the chance to pay to destroy data. Finally, on the high seas, we take a short look at piracy. The International Maritime Bureau, IMB, has issued its piracy report for the first half of 2022. The IMB reports that it has received the lowest number of reported piracy incidents for the first half of any year since 1994. The Recap Information Sharing Centre, ISC, also released its report for the first half of 2022. The ISC reports an 11% increase in incidents in Asia, with more than half of those occurring on ships transiting the Singapore Strait. In most of the incidents, the perpetrators were not armed and the crews were not harmed. However, nearly 3/4 of the incidents reported were on board ships while underway versus anchored or at berth. We hope our SPS Global Insights report has been of value and urge you to read the full report for a comprehensive overview of the SPS Kidnapping, Piracy and Ransom Bulletin. Stay tuned for next month's edition.